All right, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and checking the channel out and the video out. Really do appreciate it. Took some liberties there with the tune, just kind of jamming a little bit, but that's not quite how we're going to do it, but pretty close. So again, Eric Church, the tune Springsteen, really good tune. Pretty straightforward key of D, using the relative minor quite a lot in the song to give it some color here. But it's going to be, you know, your D, your A, B minor, G. Those are the main chords. You're going to throw an E minor in there as well at some point. But pretty straightforward. Good lesson as far as dynamics, and just kind of keeping a tempo going with some palm mute, right? And then it kind of opens up in the chorus if you know this tune already. So I'm not gonna, drag this on any longer. But again, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, the bell, all that good stuff for notifications. Check out the website sixstringfun.com. Working on that as well, adding stuff to it. But in the meantime, let's check this video out. Eric Church, and it's Springsteen. All right, here we go. Springsteen by Eric Church. Fairly simple, maybe a little intermediate because you got to play a B minor. Those bar chords I know are tough if you're not familiar with them. The chords that we end up playing throughout the course of the entire song. There's a D, there's a G, there's a B minor, there's an A, and then later on in the chorus you're going to have an E minor and an A. Alright, so that's basically the chords that you'll be using. The main progressions revolves around 4 chords. Your D, G, B minor, and your A. Alright? That pattern is going to change, not the pattern, but the dynamics are going to change throughout the course of the song. For the for the verse and the intro, it's more of a palm muting, and I'll play it for you and I'll show you how I break it down. So again, it's palm muting on the D, the G, the B minor, and the A. And here's how you can go about counting along with this. Basically, the way I look at it, again, I've mentioned this in videos before, I look at everything as patterns and numbers. You start with the D chord, okay? And it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you repeat it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So all together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you're going to go to the G for half that amount of time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So basically you're taking each progression and you're cutting it in half in terms of the amount of time. I guess the bars, the amount of time you're playing it. So let's do the first two again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if you're following along here, the B minor, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. You're only going to kind of touch upon that B minor and the A. So it's 4 count. I'm not going to throw numbers out there because these numbers probably don't compute properly. But again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 And there's your progression right there, okay? So the way the song progresses, that was kind of lame, but how it goes is that progression of G, right, that whole thing, that's part of the intro. You're going to go around one time with that. You do that one time, you're going into the chorus, but it's the same progression and the same tempo, basically. So one time around on that D, G, B minor, A pattern, right, for the intro. The verse, you're going to do that 4 times. Okay? Same thing. So I'm on the intro. So there's your intro. Verse is going to be the exact same thing we did, okay? So on that 4th time when you're coming out of that verse, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go into the chorus now, right? So we're going to change it up a little bit. We go back to that D, but we're no longer palm muting. We're going to change the dynamics up so that way there's some separation to a D, to an A, to a B minor, to a G, back to a B minor, to an A, to a D, to a G. And here's where we're going to throw in the E minor. Springsteen, right? So let's just kind of break that up now a little bit into different parts, okay? That chorus is going to start off the same way you do a verse. D. But now we're going to rearrange some of the chords now. So let's just go D to your A, B minor. So let's just use those 4 chords first. Right, we got those 4 right there. The next set, we're going back to the B minor. So if you break it up into sections, this is probably going to be easier to see. So it's D. That's the first section. All right, let's go right back to that B minor. Back to the A. Back to the D. Okay, so in a way, you're going D, A, B minor, G, and then reverse. B minor, A, D, back to the G, to the E minor, spring, right? So those are your chords right there. Again, that's how I play it with the dynamics, just to mix it up a little bit from the intro and the verse. And it's going to continue. You're going to go back to the verse, back to what we just did. Right? Do that again 4 times. Coming out of that, you go back into the chorus, which we just went over. Now, again, coming out of that chorus the second time, you're going to go back into that, the intro, the verse, however you want to look at it. All right. Now you're going to get into, I guess, the bridge section, I guess, solo, whatever you want to call it, where it's the whoa, 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 whoa. So that's going to be basically the verse pattern again. Whoa, 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 whoa. That pattern twice. What I tend to do is when I'm especially in a full band situation and I'm not playing an acoustic, I'm actually playing an electric. I always play it differently. I sometimes actually play a rhythm that's gonna move with the vocal line. You hear what I'm doing there? And all I'm doing is I'm starting on the D on the 7th fret of the G string, right? So if you look at it, if I'm playing octaves with the D, right? All I'm doing, any D you find, you can work it with. So it's, right? That's all I'm doing. And then what I'll do is I will then kind of just jam around the D, mainly a pentatonic box, but I'll sometimes put in the minor in there, you know. Right, so if you know your B minor pentatonic or even a B minor, skip. Right, here's the major. D and B minor relative of each other, so I just tend to jam in those patterns here. Throwing some notes in there to kind of give it a little flavor there. But that's really it. So you're doing that for 2 times around on that pattern for the bridge. And then you're going to come back out into the chorus. Now the chorus is a little different. You're not playing the full chords that we just kind of went over. So, and if I remember correctly, I'm drawing a blank on where I'm those. you're playing the D to the A, B minor, and G. Again, that first part of the chorus we broke down, those first 4 chords, and instead of going back all the way through the other B minor and the A, you're going to go right to the E minor, to the E, that's the A. So it's going to be this. There you go. I think I hit everything there. I think it was fairly accurate, at least for the way I play it. So hopefully it's on the money for you out there. Let me know what you thought, comments, concerns below, all that good stuff. Any requests, I'll try to do my best here. I try to just switch gears every once in a while, so hopefully this one worked out for you. Always a fun one to play live, no matter what the setting is. If you haven't done so, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Thanks very much.